I was privileged this last year to visit 3 countries in Asia where we're doing our training, and in all 3 of these countries, women are part of the cohorts in our leader training. And it was exciting to talk with them and hear about how the Asian Access Leadership Development Training is helping them in their context. And with the Asian Access, we have 4 outcomes. And our 4 outcomes are developing in our love relationship with God, in also growing a Christ-like character and becoming disciple-making leaders. And the 4th outcome is planting churches. And as I thought about these 4 outcomes, the women who were there at the training, all of these applied to them in their context and what they were doing. And they were so thrilled to have this level of training available to them and people investing in them in this way. It is, I think, as a woman in leadership, it can be a lonely road. And so recently I was talking with a couple of women who are pastors in Japan, and just how it can be a lonely place. And they are in some ways a first. And so there's not a group of people there, a big group. And yet the Asian Access training, I'm just really proud of how we are investing in these women and in their ministries in different contexts. And so it was exciting to see that. Of course, the Great Command to love God, to love our neighbor, the Great Commission to make disciples, obedient disciples, and also our efforts to plant churches. This applies to both men and women. And so it's really cool to see how we're doing that for these women in these difficult contexts. One woman I was talking with, she especially, in the different settings, some were married women, some were single. But she was especially, I think some of the issues that she was dealing with were exactly what the training was hitting on. In that context, it was on discipleship and exactly what she was dealing with. And she was sharing in the small group, learning from the brothers there in the setting. And I think she was able to contribute as well from her unique context and perspective. So it was just really exciting to see. And I'm excited about the future as well, as we are investing in more young leaders and more women and people who are also committed to these things that God's calling to leadership across Asia.